What's up, party people? It's not quite Fermentation February yet, but I thought I'd go ahead and film just a little bit because I have these ferments going in January, and if they turn out good, then I might want to do them again for February or try something else. I've been learning a lot today about a couple different approaches to kimchi, so I think I'll probably go into that in February a little bit more. But for now, I have a couple of different types here that I've been working on. These were just done last week and this week, so they haven't been fermenting for very long. This one here is Chinese mustard greens. So there are two different types of mustard greens. One is large and one is considered small. So the large one has giant stems, as you can probably see, and it does have large leaves as well, but the stalks are really just so much wider versus the small mustard green, which is a longer stem and longer leaves. So you can see actually pretty clearly that the fermentation has started. They were, the regular bright green, and then as they start to ferment over a couple of days, they start to lose their color. They really leach a lot, and especially over here, you can tell the leaves right there just turning all kinds of yellow, and kind of like a dark olivey green color. So this actually only takes a couple of days. Most the ferments that I do only take a couple of days at room temperature, and then I transfer them into the fridge to ferment. You can ferment at room temperature the whole time, but it just it makes the fermentation go faster depending on what your room temperature is. So the apartment is kind of warm, so since I want to be able to enjoy my ferments a bit longer, I slow down the process of fermentation and put it in the fridge. But we can go into that in February. So this is mustard green. It has jalapenos and Thai chili peppers as well as garlic, and this is a fantastic topping to jop, which is the congee rice porridge, so we really like that. So it's spicy, it's garlicky, it's really crunchy, which is great. When it comes out, I'll just cut it up into little pieces and then sprinkle it on as a condiment. These two, as well as this one here, are kimchi. So this is a Napa carrot one, and then this one over here is a new one I'm trying. It is bok choy white onion kimchi. So I have seen online that they do Shanghai bok choy, which is the smaller one that's green, and then the leaves are green as well. This is the white bok choy that you've probably seen, that's super large, looks very, very bulbous, and then has very, very large green leaves as well. So I'm hoping that this one will turn out good. I did not put any fermentation stone on top of it or weight, so I will have to kind of press this down and also flip it a bit to get the fermentation liquid going. But you can kind of see in there the bits of garlic and the bits of onion that I have going on. I put green onion in this as well. I like putting green onions or scallions in all of the kimchis I do, so that's really nice. I hope this one turns out to be a good flavor. And then this one, the Napa carrot kimchi, is pretty standard. It's just Napa cabbage, carrot, also green onions. I tried for this one actually cutting the carrots into slices. Usually I like shredding it or grating it, but I wanted to see whether or not this would turn out any different. This one does have a little plastic top inside to a deli, as well as a couple of fermentation weights that I have in there, because I wanted to press that down. But I will probably do a turn as well on this to make sure that all the liquid is coating it. The one thing that you want to make sure with fermentation is that you have everything under the brine. That's really important. So that's what I will be doing shortly. There's another thing that they call burping, which is just making sure all the excess gas is released. I noticed actually yesterday that my mustard greens had a huge air bubble that was like right under the plastic lid that I had in there. So I opened the jar and just pressed it down again to make sure that everything was submerged. So if you happen to have air in there, that's what introduces like the mold and the possibility of other bacteria getting in there, and then your ferment is just wasted. You just have to throw the whole thing out, which is so sad. So I pressed that one down. Hopefully I can save this one. I think it should be fine. It was only a day. This one is zucchini kimchi that I actually made in December, And so I think this one should be good to consume now. I usually wait about 2 or 3 weeks in the fridge as well before I consume. You can kind of tell that the zucchinis have softened over time, and they've gotten really, let me see here, there's a good one. They've gotten really soft, but hopefully they are still a little bit crunchy. I did salt these to release the water at the beginning, and then rinse them off, and then with a mixture as well. So this zucchini kimchi has, again, the same mixture, zucchini, green onion, and carrot in it. So I will test this out with dinner tonight. But we'll just go into Fermentation February. This is really just kind of like a sneak preview, I guess, about the kind of stuff that I'm hoping to do then. And we're gonna get just more and more complex, hopefully. But I'll start out with the basic recipe. I've tried across multiple different types of vegetables at this point. I think it's pretty solid. And so long as you play within the realm of certain types of ingredients, I think it's gonna taste good every time. So we'll go from there.